What can we expect from the Serbian economy next year?
Yeah, we believe that the Serbian economy will accelerate. It started to accelerate already this year, but then from a very low base after years of fairly difficult economic conditions. But then there were also severe flooding in the second quarter of this year, which interrupted this growth recovery and delayed a little bit. It was very costly also in terms of rescue operations. So, but we believe that the economic recovery, long-term recovery, will continue later this year and next year. So for a couple of years we will see the economy recovering from this very low base.
What are the factors that have the potential to affect the economy in a negative and positive way?
Well, obviously external events like flooding or Eurozone growth to which the Serbian economy is geared towards can obviously impact the economy negatively. But then, interestingly, also we're having a relatively new government here, which is pursuing a lot of structural reforms, which have been long overdue, and that has potential not only to get growth recovery back, but also to increase the long-term potential growth rate. So, if they manage to do the things they say they plan to do, I think the longer-term outlook for the Serbian economy is even higher than we thought before.
What risks do you see in the Serbian market?
The Serbian equity market is relatively small. It's a frontier market, and liquidity can be an issue. We saw that there was a lot of excitement about Serbia before the global financial crisis. Then a lot of investors left, and the market was almost forgotten for many years. And now investors start to come back. That shows that how dependent the stock market here is on external foreign investors. But we're actually very optimistic on the outlook, partly because we're having the underlying growth recovery. We're seeing investors coming back, and it's actually one of the cheapest stock markets in the frontier world. It's still down some 80% from its pre-crisis peak. So there's a lot of upside potential.
What's the long-term growth prospects for the Serbian economy?
I think right now it's hard to say a number because of the volatility we've seen in growth rates. But in general, the economy at this stage of development should be able to grow 3-4% per year over the longer term. And it's important, but it's important here that that they're pursuing these reforms as we are seeing, which is encouraging. And also, Serbia is in the process of getting into the EU, so they're also doing a lot of reforms for that, and that's a long-term reform driver and economic driver, which again will help them to actually implement many of these reforms and integrate with some of the most advanced economies in the world. So I think this will help to not only to estimate the potential, but also make sure that that potential is delivered.